Guys, it's Stephen here, back with the first live video in absolutely ages. Hello to everyone. Manchester City have just drawn 1-1 against Liverpool. Rock solid Manchester City. Is it a point gained or is it 2-point drops? We'll get into that in a very little bit. Hello to everyone joining in. Before I jump into this match reaction, I want to say thank you to the wonderful people over One Football. They are continuing to support this channel for the month of November. So please click the link in the description below and give that app a little bit of love because it's absolutely wonderful. Please click the link in the description below. It would be absolutely wonderful if you don't mind, and download it. It's fantastic. All the news, all the updates, and all the wonderful news that you need to know about. So go download it right now. It's fantastic. I promise you won't regret it. It's good. Download it right now. Hello to everyone joining in. Hello to everyone here. City have just drawn 1-1. And if I'm being honest, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with that. You got to bear in mind, this is Liverpool we're playing about. You know, we're playing Liverpool. We're not playing any old team here. I know we could have won. I know we maybe possibly should have won. I am not going to kick off, you know. Largely, I'm pretty happy with that result. It's all about perspective. And I think it was pretty obvious. The most important thing today was to not lose this game, given how bad this result could have been potentially for us. I wanted to win, don't get me wrong, but honestly, I will genuinely take a victory right now because it feels pretty good, man. It feels pretty good. Oh, already with the super chat, Luke Lamy, thank you so much, pal. Luke, big love to you, pal. Luke saying, saw you, loved you on the Man City channel, amazing. Thank you so much. Did anyone else catch me on the We're Not Really Here show? I was absolutely honoured to be part of that. It was genuinely incredible. Me sat alongside Richard Dunn and Sean Goat chatting away football. I mean, mind blown. It was absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much, Luke. A big love to you. And honestly, it was an incredible, pretty good performance. You know, I'm happy with it. It wasn't perfect, but, you know, apparently I'm getting a lot of lag, by the way. I'm sorry about that. I'm not really sure why or anything like that, but I will try and sort it. Fingers crossed it'll get a bit better. I might have to disconnect and go over onto, I might have to go over onto my phone in terms of the internet. Nicola, can you turn off the internet? That's all right on your phone. I'm getting a lot of lag. So I've told Nicola to go off the internet as well. And I'm off the internet on my phone, so fingers crossed it'll catch up. No idea why it's been really poor. Sorry about that, guys. But I thought largely that was okay. I mean, poor performance. I don't think there's a poor performance at all. I mean, I think people are being a little bit unrealistic if we're going to call that a poor performance. I think we've had much worse than that. I will refresh it, by the way, now. So if you just hang on for a second, I am going to try and refresh it. And hopefully it gets a little bit better in terms of the quality. Hopefully the stream gets a bit higher quality. I'm going to go into tethering on my phone. Fingers crossed that'll be better. I don't know what's going on. Sorry about that. I mean, I apologise for the quality of it. I will switch over to the tethering right now, and fingers crossed that'll be a little bit better. Hang on. Genuinely, I'll be a bit. Hopefully, the stream will be a little bit better once I get over onto the tethering. The 4G will be better than my internet for whatever reason. I've just walked in, so that's probably why it's a little bit. Come on, reconnection successful. Hopefully, come on. Excellent condition. We are back in the game. Big love as well over to Lagan Cow saying welcome back, Steve. Good to see you too, mate. I missed you all. Though. Sorry for disappearing for a little bit, but we are back now. But anyway, it's back. The internet's fine now. I thought that was decent. You got to look at games like this in terms of the, I guess the perspective of the whole season, really. I mean, I know we really wanted to win this, but I thought largely this was a game that we couldn't really lose. And with 20 minutes left, of course, I wanted to see City go forward a little bit and maybe throw Phil Foden. From what I saw, by the way, because I was in the stadium, which I'm very lucky, I admit that, and it's just incredible. Guardiola did go, Phil, and he called him, and he got him ready, but then he just didn't bring him on for whatever reason. I don't know why he didn't, but largely, I mean, I think you have to bear in mind Liverpool are absolutely brilliant. You know, like, I'm sorry, seeing their forwards and that movement and that link-up play, City were a little bit nervous about losing this game, and understandably because it would have been 8 points behind. We have to be a little bit better. The league is gone, says Edibo Austin. I mean, mate, if we win our game in hand, all of a sudden we're 2 points off the top of the table. So what are you on about there? I mean, I understand people want to win, but I wish people would be calm about the reactions to these kind of things. Genuinely, if we win all of a sudden, we're only, 3 points behind. That's not a big deal, you know? We've got to be calm and patient with these kind of things and see the bigger picture. I thought we were largely solid, you know? One thing, and obviously we conceded a goal with Walker making a mistake, which is unfortunate. But one thing I will say is that I think defensively we've improved so much. I mean, after that first 20 minutes, we shut down the likes of Salah and Firmino and all that kind of stuff. And I think largely we should be encouraged by that. City have got another level or two to go through the gears in terms of creating chances. And we do waste massive chances, I can't deny that. But at least we have fixed that defence. Diaz was fantastic, as Jeremy Wilson just said there. A lot of people as well calling out Cancelo. Cancelo was absolutely fantastic. I mean, Cancelo was great. Some defensive work he did was absolutely brilliant as well. If we can fix the defence, I don't see any reason why we can't fix the forward line. So we've got to be patient, basically. I agree, actually, that KDB was poor today. And frustratingly, he's not been himself recently, KDB. I mean, we've got to be patient and calm with this, but he hasn't been at his best for some time now. But fingers crossed, KDB does find a little bit of confidence and a little bit of form. Unfortunate with the penalty. I was actually sat with, this is a name drop and a half, I was sat with Richard Dunn and Sean Goater drawing that penalty. And Richard Dunn just laughed when he put it wide. He's like, oh, he can ping a 90-yard pass on it, and just like that perfectly, but you can put it wide from there. I even turned around and said to Richard Dunn drawing it, saying, fans always say this, but we always go, how come you can pass it perfectly like that, but then surely you can't just put it in the top corner every single time? And he just looked at me and was like, football, kind of thing. And understandably, that's how it is, and it is what it is sometimes. It's human. As Sean said, he makes mistakes, And I don't think I did say Jesus was wasteful. Not sure anyone else saying that. It wasn't me saying that, Jeremy, if you saw that. But I mean, yeah, as Omar just pointed, we locked Salah off, Obviously, they've got quality players, but they were quiet. It happens. It wasn't a perfect performance. Guardiola thought kind of got it right, and if I'm being honest, Gabriel Jesus missed a good header in the second half, which wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. But he missed a header. Sterling was wasteful in front of goal, unfortunately. We missed a penalty. We did miss the big chances. I think Guardiola actually got it right. He did his bit perfectly, So, I'm confident, As Amit just said, Nirijan said, if we can contain this Liverpool attack, I'm confident we can win the league this season. Huge positive. Yeah, I mean, you got to look at the table, guys. We've played 7 games. 7 games, and we're only currently we're 5 points behind Liverpool. I don't care about chasing Spurs and Leicester down. If we win our game in hand, we are only 2 points behind Liverpool. That is not a big deal at all, I'll take that. And Nicola made cake, which is most important there with the comments. Nicola was making cake when I was at the game there. So, Bradley reckons Sterling needs to be dropped. I mean, I think he needs a rest. I probably agree, Bradley. I mean, Sterling, the thing about Sterling is so frustrating. Is his highs are so high and his lows are so low. He's like a sound wave like that, Constantly up and down. I love the guy, but he's so up and down. Personally, I would have brought on Phil Foden. I mean, I think he was crying out for the intricate footwork of Phil Foden Bernardo. I mean, I genuinely think it was crying out for that kind of composure. You need players in tight spaces who have that little bit of ability, someone who can pick a pass or just twist away from a player. And I felt like we were really needing that. It was interesting to see Liverpool, by the way, line up with essentially a 4-2-4 or a 4-4-2. When they had the ball going forward, they were playing essentially 4 players through the front. And when we were defending, it was a 4-4-2, which was a definite tactical change, and fair play to them. It was a different and very interesting lineup for them. But basically, after that, it was very hard to kind of break down that bank of 4, the 2 banks of 4s. So I think we needed basically really intelligent, really aggressive players. And players essentially who can make something out of nothing, with that footwork and that burst of pace. And that's why I really want to see Phil Foden on, basically. I wanted to see him there, essentially try and get past the players, make a little bit of something out of nothing. But overall, it wasn't perfect, but it was not bad. I don't think Gundogan and Rodri were that great. I was getting very frustrated watching that game. They both gave the ball away far too often. They were both a little bit too ploddy and a little bit too wasteful. Gundogan in particular I thought was very wasteful on the ball too, which was very frustrating. A couple of nice passes, admittedly, but also a little bit wasteful every now and then. But largely, I mean, it was okay. It was fine. It wasn't perfect. It was fine. It wasn't terrible. It was decent. And I'm happy about it, man. I'm happy. I genuinely think it was a decent decent performance. Not an excellent performance, but the kind of performance where you go, we could have easily lost that in previous years, And at the moment, I'm seeing green shoots of recovery for that defence. And you got to take that. You got to take that. Raphael saying, no excuses, Stephen. When we have injuries, Liverpool beat us. When Liverpool injuries, we do nothing. Well, we are also, missing Fernandinho. We are also missing Sergio Aguero, I guess. Yeah, and I agree. We also we have to beat them every now and then, but this is still Liverpool, who've been much better than us recently. So fair play. They defended really well. They're very organised. We can't just beat them like that, you know. It'd be great to beat them like that, but they are still a world-class team. It was not terrible, man. You all need to get a little bit of perspective. I've seen terrible before. That wasn't terrible. I'm sorry, anyone who thinks that game is terrible has totally lost their head. It was not terrible. Maybe it wasn't great. Thing is, what I get annoyed at with people's reaction is like, there's brilliant and there's terrible. And there's that massive space in between. That's where this game was. It wasn't brilliant. It wasn't terrible. It was just all right, you know. Some people will say it was slightly below average. Some people will say it's slightly above average. Some people think it was good. I'm in the person in the category who believes it was good. It was all right, you know. It was solid. It was a decent thing. A decent performance, given that some players aren't fully informed, given that Kevin De Bruyne is not fully informed, given that Gabriel Jesus has barely played any football and he scored a goal of that quality. I think it was fine. I think it was okay, you know. It was totally fine. It was like for me, it was a 7 out of 10, 6, 7 out of 10 or something like that. I wouldn't go quite as far as an 8 out of 10, which Omar's just put there, but I think it was fine, you know. And we can be better. We can be better than that. And I suspect we will be better than that. But it's the early stage of the season, and we have to be realistic with these kind of things. Realistic to suspect that this is a team still trying to find its identity going forward at the moment. We aren't fluid at the moment, but we are improving, I think. I don't think we're falling behind in the league at all. I think we are exactly the same position we were at the start of the game, which, I mean, it could have been much worse. So I think it's pretty obvious for me that looking towards the last 20 minutes, I did say, by the way, on the prediction, my match preview, I said it'd be 1-1, so I called that big time, and I said it would be a nervy, tentative game, and come the end, both teams wouldn't want to lose, and that's exactly what happened, and I think it was really obvious. So everyone was all right with that. I think De Bruyne was unfortunately a little bit poor. I could add 7,000 rock solid, laughing his ass off. And yeah, the first 20 minutes, mate, we were a little bit defensively sure, but after that, what else did they create after that first 20 minutes? Nothing. Against the best, probably the most electric front three in the world football at the moment, and they created very much nothing. So I'm pretty happy with that, and I stand by that, if I'm being honest. Yeah, Kyle's saying in a game like this, maybe someone like Kusamawa would have shined. I agree, actually, it would have been fantastic. But it was all right, you know, it was okay. Hello to Chris as well. So who saw me, by the way, on the We're Not Really Here show? Nicola checked in the comments and everyone was giving me loads of love, which was dead sweet of you. Thank you so much. It was genuinely an honour to be there. It was wonderful, and I'm very, very honoured to be there. It was a wonderful experience, just mind-blowingly good. And I think I did all right.
Great.
Nicola said I was great. Thank you so much. She's my best friend over there, giving me some love. Bless her. Spurs is a must win. Yeah, I agree. Actually, I think we will win it. You know, we've got to be positive. I'm seeing you. We're not really here. Yeah, thank you so much, Sean. I do agree that Spurs is a must win game for Ferran Torres there. Ferran Torres. I thought Ferran Torres, by the way, today was a little bit. He looks a little bit off the pace, but it's understandable. He's been good recently, and largely he's trying to find his way into the team. And it wasn't perfect. I thought Sterling was frustrating as fuck, unfortunately, which is a little bit annoying. I thought going through the team, De Bruyne was off the pace. He should have scored. I mean, that was a bad miss. A couple of chances he did create, I guess. Gabriel Jesus, I thought, was really good given the context, given that he's barely played any football. And I'm sorry, I think he meant that chance, and I think he made that chance himself, and I think that was intentional, that skill. This is a little. This is a guy from the favelas, you know, a Brazilian street footballer, and I genuinely think he meant that, so I will take that big time. So I think he meant it, and I think it was a wonderful goal, and 2 goals in like 120 minutes of football since he came back is absolutely wonderful. So I'm dead proud of him. I thought he was wonderful and a really good performance. He could have scored another, but it wasn't an easy chance, that one, you know. So I'll take that. I thought he was largely pretty good. By the way, guys, I need 27 more subscribers to get to 46,000, so 27 more. Please do hit the subscribe button. It'd be wonderful. Going through the team, I thought Gundogan and Rodri were okay. They improved in the second half. They were a little bit wasteful at times. Genuinely, you can't be serious. Add 7,000 saying you can't be serious. Mate. 20 minutes is enough to win games. Of course it is. But if you expect someone like Liverpool not to create any chances, you're living in a dream world. Every team of that quality is going to create chances at some point. It's how you react to it. And I'm sorry, we reacted to, well, a nervy start, admittedly, but yes, after that, we did react to it, and we defended really well after that. So I'm not going to complain at all. I think the internet's been funny again for me. Sorry, apologies. Hopefully it's catched up a little bit. Is it all right? Please catch up. Am I still streaming? I want to be streaming still. I think I am streaming still. Going back through the defence, I thought Salah was absolutely excellent. I mean, some of the defending he did was really good. He locked down Salah. He got forward really well. He created a big chance for Gabriel Jesus. I thought Laporte and Diaz were brilliant. I really like them. They're just solid. They're solid. You know, a couple of times occasionally where, you know, the forward got ahead of them. But that's going to happen. The high quality world class players, that's going to happen. And I thought Walker unfortunately made that mistake. But after that, he was fine. But I'm really impressed with Diaz and Laporte at the moment. During the We're Not Really Here show on Manchester City's YouTube channel, they were chatting to Ali Benarbia. And Ali Benarbia said, the team who makes mistakes will won't win the game, basically. And he was right. I guess both teams made mistakes in the end, which didn't cost it. And after that kind of Walker penalty, Richard Dunn got a text, this is a true story, from Ali Benarbia saying, see what I said about mistakes. Unfortunately, he was spot on. You can't make mistakes in a level like this, and both teams made mistakes, and unfortunately, it did cost us. But guys, I think largely, I agree with Stone Sheba saying, why is there so much... Why so much negativity in the comments? It was a good game against a good Liverpool side. It's frustrating about the pen, but people need to calm down. Yeah, I agree, man. I thought it was a very soft penalty, by the way, but probably in 2020, that's the kind of penalty he gets given, unfortunately. Especially as well, I thought our penalty was a penalty as well, and I can't really complain about it. I mean, it's one of those handballs where it's kind of unlucky, but that's the rules these days, so it's a penalty, unfortunately. I would have loved to see Foden come on, by the way, I agree, but I don't know why I didn't. I think, to be honest, the game was so finely balanced that Guardiola, essentially, he was nervous. I mean, I don't think there's any shame in that, because the loss would have been absolutely catastrophic. But I think he was a little bit nervous about losing some ground and kind of changing the balance in the game too much. So I'm personally kind of okay with that. I think it was all right. It was a kind of performance where you kind of get out and hopefully you make up you go to Anfield maybe and try and get a victory there. Guys, though, thank you so much. I'm going to do a video tomorrow with some behind-the-scenes footage from this game, the We're Not Really Here game. I've enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed me there. Please go and download OneFootball. It's a wonderful app. Let me get it back on screen again. Where's the little funky bit there? I've lost it anyway. But OneFootball is absolutely excellent. Please download it in the link in the description below. Big love to you all. I'll be back with 5 things learned tomorrow. And a bonus video of like a behind the scenes. I don't know what I'm allowed to show, but I will show you something anyway. Big love to you all. It's a decent performance. Not a great performance, but a decent. And I'll take that for now.